don't give them a moment to breathe, and that leads to the W for that duo. Now we're going to go into some more action here, and we got SoySyncs with 4 eliminations currently. Whew. Some good games so far.
So far, man. We still have plenty more to go. Don't even worry about it. Don't fret, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't fret.
Don't fret. Now, if you're just tuning in, welcome. Happy Easter. If you're fretting, stop it. We've got you. First of all, happy Easter. Happy Sunday. Hope you had an awesome day so far. Really quickly, let's touch on the format. Top 15, 10, 5, and victory all placement thresholds, with each elim being 1 point. If you guys have been with us in the past, this is not new to you, but if you're tuning in for the first few times, what's up? Great to see you. Great to have you. That's the format. Sup, boo. I'm Zeke. This is GB, or Golden Boy.
GB's fine. I like
to call you GB.
You know, I'm a grown man, so call myself Golden Boy. Once a broadcast. Once a broadcast.
Once a broadcast.
Once a broadcast.
That's all good, though. So check it out. We got 51 players, 31 duo partners. So this number at the top right, 31 needs to drop all the way to 15 before we start giving out placement points. So that's what you got to keep your eye on, see how quickly the lobby decides to dwindle. But dude, we're here lazy, so depending on where we move from here could be very devastating, especially if we opt to go back over the water. Makes that play space very difficult to navigate.
Yeah. Not a lot of terrain to work with. I do want to comment, though, on KF and SoySyncs loadout here, because this minigun, I love the use of the minigun, because in a duo situation,
get it down!
Trap door, edit down, Sarky out of here. And Sarky, was just unaware. There's actually going to be another player there as well. Did he box him in? He got the trap out, does the damage. I think that may have been against a player he had already down, but despite that, though, as I was mentioning right before that rude interruption, I think that the minigun play in duos is so great, because when you have this weapon, it allows you on the high ground. Players are just like, what's going on? There's so much incoming fire your way that the time to respond, you're constantly playing defense. Look at this here, right? So now he could just, SoySyncs could look around and see if a player is going to be poking through, and as they're just continuing to fire, they can benefit from that. They can just continue to apply more pressure with this high ground spot. They have rockets, they have a minigun, they have all of the pressure weapons that you could possibly want in Fortnite.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, they even have the half shields if they want to look to make trades with people. The minigun is very scary, right? The moment you hear it wind up, people around you are going to go, oh, okay, let's just make sure we're protected. Is the roof up? Like, are these metal walls? I don't want to get beamed, and that's exactly what's happening. That's why you see no one trying to challenge them. Unless you're Poe, who was just trying to get a little bit of high ground. You can't blame him for that.
And Poe tried to make a play, but ended up paying dearly for that one. That's going to be number 8 for the duo of SoySyncs and KF. Did he connect with the rocket? A player's going to be right below him as well. Does actually own a lot of that, but now the rotation is going to start to happen here, and you're going to see that floor and a pyramid be placed. The double protection on the high ground. We also have some trees here too that are going to cover the vision, right? That are going to allow SoySyncs and KF to continue to push freely. 55 builds, though, for SoySyncs. I want him to just be mindful of that. If potentially KF has a little bit more on the builds category, maybe SoySyncs doesn't take the lead as far as building is concerned. Let his teammate try and utilize that. Or, as we're seeing here, go for that high ground.
Oh, no!
Oh, no, is going to eat the rocket. That was his own rocket.
It was.
Oh, that has to hurt there. SoySyncs needs to play very careful. This has been a great game for them so far, and I would not want to see it end like that.
That was very devastating. We saw the player, he tried to drop down, but they dropped the roof, so the rocket exploded in his own face. There's still action to be had. Check out Saw here, finds elimination down low. There's going to be shots to follow up. He's going toe-to-toe with different players left and right.
What is by Saw, you monster? Everything was going wrong for you there, and then finally Vipex is going to end the run, but that was absurd, the run of eliminations that we saw in the ultimate low ground. Madness, absolute madness. And look at where this safe zone is trekking through. There's this weird hill. You also have some trees that are going to create some more cover opportunities for player on the high ground. This is not the best spot that you want to be in here. There's just so much wonky terrain.
Yeah, we are going to be changing elevation, especially move along this little sand seashore. What would you call this? Like, it's a lagoon, but what would you call like the edges of the lagoon where the sand is?
Yeah, I guess it's, you know, like is it a beach technically?
A beach type thing?
Like, yeah, I don't really know because I'm from New York and we don't really. I mean, our only beach is Coney Island, and if you've ever been there, it ain't all that good. So
I've never been outside, so I don't know.
Yeah, this is true. See, I'm glad you came out of your box today. That is, it makes us very happy. You know, it's good to see you, bud. Glad you can make it out of there. Well, maybe,
we like to have fun here.
Yeah, we do. Maybe in Snow out of the game here, and maybe loses that campfire. No, actually,
it's still down low. Yeah, it just got blown out right there.
All right,
it's okay. We're going back away. So we're basically going over where we just came from, going back in this little corner bottom left of the map. So a lot of these players, it's going back over this.
Into the water, I believe.
No, it's going away. Look at the little dot.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's telling you where it's going to go. Basically over old builds. So a lot of these players potentially could recycle things. We'll have to see. Keep in mind, at top 5, we just hit another round of placement points. Top 5 is the next set as this player drops down in the box. Maybe we'll find a pickup on Rick. 8 players, 7
Needs the builds. Didn't get enough of that. Only is going to have 6 builds remaining. And you have 8 players left in this lobby. Only 1 pair. And that's going to be the MES crew. Laserview and Ravux will be.
Everyone else must be up top.
Yeah, all up top. And that's going to be the only duo. And they're in the ultimate low ground, which is kind of shocking. What? I'm just popped up in front of Maybe. Got a few more builds from that one. Maybe needs to look up.
I believe so because, we see some of the traces coming out.
Look at this build.
No, you have to get up, build up. You have to 90 out. You are not. This is a hill. You can't
crack the 90s when you have 0 builds, Zeke.
Oh, no. Oh, he found him. He got it. It's okay. Does he find builds, though? He did. You see him building. He's got at least something.
Gonna get out. Maybe he is going to be safe. Maybe safe. And there's going to be only 3 players remaining, and one's going to go up. It's a 1v1v1. This is it. The final moments. E-Punks needs to look up above him. Maybe doesn't have the HP to survive this. And then for Freddy also had 60 HP. But E-Punks is going to get knocked out, and E-Punks is out of here. Is Maybe going to win the game? And he's right above him, and Maybe gets the victory royale. I can't believe it. The elimination came through. Gave him the HP, and then because of that was able to pick up the win. What an ending that was. Maybe you trooper to stay in the game when the odds were so against you. It's like that is the most John Cena thing I've ever seen.
Listen, I hope Sundown breaks that down for us a little later on because that was absolutely insane and very well played. You called it out, right? He ran out of mats and still with that elimination was enough to get him back in the game, supercharge and give him a bunch of momentum, and it was enough to clutch that up. Huge shout out to you, but now we have even more games to be had. Hopping in with 51 players here in this lobby, 28 of them being duos. And when you're Pleasant Park, dude, half in, half out circle. Really quickly, by the way, if you're new, we're hopping into the ends of these games. So it's either Circle 4 or Circle 5 end on. So we're skipping the looting, the drop, the bus driver.
All of Bala's favorite parts.
Yep. My favorite is thanking the bus driver every time. Hey, thank you, sir, for running your business 24/7. I appreciate you. I'm now going to hop out to my deck. I'll see you, though. I'll see you in like 7 seconds.
See, yes, we'll do this song and dance again, and then I'll thank you again. Well, we got Pepper and Harmy, who we saw, I believe, in the first game that we jumped in from the break. Pretty good duo, M10 duo. Quite formidable here. 50 blue on that one, and I'm Numb goes down.
Oh, you are numb now.
I like that. I was waiting for the pun from you, brother. You did not disappoint.
I got you. That's my job.
That's the first elimination for this duo.
So here's the thing. Right, so we have to remember that we're playing with the top 1,500 duos. These are the 3,000 of the best in the region, right? So it's okay to kind of go into that mid-game, right around mid-game, where 50 people are still remaining and have no eliminations. Because especially if you're trying to get those top points in placement, people are going to be running around in front of you, right? You called it out in the last game. Someone just ran out in the open and gets bopped like that. These are things that are going to happen. And here's the qualifiers per region. There on the right side of your screen, you can see how many are up for grabs right now.
And right now we actually have, when we checked into the standings, our #1 duo in Europe at that point was Airwaks and Nikof. They had 59 points, 32 eliminations, and 2 victory royales. We'll see if this one fares out better for them here. Is that a double rocket? That is a double rocket. Absolute destruction. Absolute destruction there.
They would like to devastate the battlefield as everyone knows it, and it works out because they found an elimination, and they're going to launch pad out, reposition. I mean, they've got a kit they're ready. They want to take these fights at close range.
Yeah, and as they should. They have the skill to be able to do so. And this is a great play as well. Let's explain why. Because when you put these traps down, especially the poison trap, that is going to be 3 sections up. So if you're just above them, you're going to get hit by the poison trap. So it's just good defense in case players try to get a little too aggressive and dive onto you. But they're playing so well. They're continuing to just carpet the upper ground here, hold the high ground completely, give themselves some more time on to defend themselves here, right? And they're racking up eliminations with these explodes. They're using these so well, Zeke.
Now keep in mind, Airwaks himself is out of rockets, but that's okay. If he finds an elimination, someone else could have some. But his teammate here, Nikof, does have more. We saw and hear a reload coming out. So now this means Airwaks is going to be looking to isolate.
He got more?
He passed in more rockets? Okay. These guys are playing demo right now, okay? They're just sending rockets down below, fracturing builds, just making sure everyone's super uneasy, forcing them into these weird positions and making them just like panic.
This is such a stack lobby, by the way. I just saw Benji Fishy there as well.
And Savage.
I saw Skype, Savage, who's going to be out of this one, and Vato as well from Lestream. They're still going to be in the action. Benji Fishy qualified for the solos portion of the Fortnite World Cup last week. Maybe could be looking to qualify once again. Only 4 spots up for grabs in the European region. The dynamite, feel the boom. You just want to throw the dynamite down, set it, and forget it. Picks up an elimination there. And all of these players here continuing to just jockey for position. But Benji Fishy manages to snag yet another down and elimination. That was going to go on to Crusher. The M10 crew still going to be in the action. Just as I say that, they go off in the action feed. You saw it pop up there. And Benji Fishy trying to just stay alive. So many explosions happening around him. You just want to play defense. Didn't get that clean edit down, but pushes in and trying to see where Benji Fishy is. So Benji Fishy still going to be going a Mongrel. Mongrel's in this game as well. This is a who's who of European Fortnite here, folks. I think I saw Jarl there as well.
Yep.
Lots of great players are going to be left in the scuffle, and Benji Fishy trying to punish some of these players are going to be outside here in the storm. They continue to go down like flies. 11 players remaining. Benji Fishy manages to take down Skype. You got to thirst them right away so you can get the siphon. More players as well, and Benji Fishy waiting this one out now. And up above, it's Nikof and Airwaks, and Mongrel is going to get hit by a rocket. They have more rockets, Zeke. How do they have more rockets? It's like they got every single rocket on the server. It's just not fair. But this is their territory. This is their land, and they're going to do everything that they can to defend it. Airwaks and Nikof, beast mode at this point in time. You got Ozkervo, who's going to have 7 eliminations, along with Ivesy.
Oh my God!
But Nikof gets another one down there onto Prago. That's going to leave us with just 6 players remaining. Endrian's going to go down. It's going to just be Ozkervo. But Airwaks and Nikof, they have him. They have him tucked in a corner. And Ozkervo, you're not going to be long for this world, because this game belongs to the Solarg boys. Airwaks and Nikof, victory royale.
My God, that was an absolutely mind-blowing performance, and I think to hear more on that and some other neat stuff